So we welcome you to attract what you believe by having new, positive, upgraded beliefs within yourself. So that's what the biggest gift of this talk is going to be for today. And we're going to be building on this throughout this whole talk. And the important thing is that it's very vital if you're able to be real with yourself, if you're able to be honest with yourself and actually become curious with yourself about this topic and about yourself and about your life. Okay, so we're going to first begin with just imagine if you did attract everything you want and wanted to experience and have and experience and to be in this life, that it literally is all based on the beliefs you have at the subconscious level of the mind, which then therefore is that you attract what you believe. And the gift is that you actually are being given the opportunity, if you do believe this, because this is also can be a belief too. And if you would love to believe this, like I do, and many others here, and it really is an awakening. When you can awaken, especially with the law of attraction, because it is a universal law, it's how the universe actually works and runs, is by this attracting piece. And that us being humans, we have an aspect of us that records everything that you are doing, everything that you are learning, everything that you are hearing, seeing, feeling, tasting, smelling, every experience you have, and your interpretations of all those experiences. So you get, in your free will choice, the right and the idea to come up with a conclusion about things, to come up with definitions and meanings about your experience, about situations. And then what happens, especially our first 7 years of life, because we are young, we're children growing up in an environment, and at the highest level, if you're okay to believe that you actually chose your parents, you chose the experience that you wanted to have here, the experiences, a lot of it for your mastery. So you can master things, especially in this lifetime. You can connect with your true essence of who you are, your divinity, and your connection with oneness of all divinity of the quantum field, of all knowingness. That because of those imprints that we all got our first 7 years, many of them were based in fear and in survival and just getting by, things like that. And what we call them with the law of vibration is that they're more contracted vibrations or slower vibrations. And what we're going to do here is help you with one, discovering, what is it that you are attracting in your life, the good stuff that you like, and then the not so good stuff that you like, okay? Because the more you're able to be awake and aware and be true to yourself and be authentic and real and honest with yourself, yes, then, and just imagine that you actually are this powerful, this capable. You are actually at the highest level, the I am presence here in your own unique form, that you get to edit these beliefs. You get to upgrade them, delete some of them, and insert the new ones, the real ones, the true ones, the ones that you would love to experience here. Many of us have experienced a lot of contrasting experiences, meaning the opposite of actually who we really are or truly are. A lot to be human, to have the human experience, because at the highest level, coming down to earth here at the third dimension, it is a bit of the illusion of separation, or basically that we agree to forget who we are and disconnect from all of our full essence and our oneness with all that is, with many may call God or divinity or oneness, the quantum field. There's lots of terms for that. Whichever you get to choose, whatever feels right for you, use that one. Because this time that we're in right now here, October of 2024, it's actually absolutely amazing. We're in a massive transformational time happening, that yes, the ones that are ready, and it all comes down to your readiness. Are you ready to start asking some of these key questions? Are you ready to identify what's really going on? And to admit the things you don't like, the things that you might feel stuck in or frustrated with about, or even angry about, or discontented about. These actually are all here for you. I'm doing this right alongside myself with you, so I'll be sharing some examples of even what I'm doing with my life alongside of you. Yes, because we all are a collective here, and we're all enhancing each other. So when each one of us does our own personal work, it's the microcosm to the macrocosm. So then we get to help send out that ripple effect of an expansion of light, of that love connection. And so I'm so grateful that you're able to listen to this talk and that you can use it to help you, use it to assist you in connecting more deeply with your true essence of who you are, so that you can attract what your heart wants, what your highest desires are, what you would love to experience here on earth instead of maybe what you are actually going through right now. Okay? Yes. So, on a big picture view, this talk is here to help assist you if there's any aspects within you that are still in conflict or feel like you're in a battlefield or even, just a scary or just a hard, difficult, struggling ways of being. Yes, would you like to switch that within yourself? This is personal work that you'll be able to do within yourself because it's actually your internal world that does bring out the external world for us. You're the one creating everything in your life. You are, and I'm creating everything in my life. I am, and I fully admit that. And the gift is because once you can admit that, then you can actually ask yourself, well, how would I like it to be? And how would I like it to, how would I love to have that instead of that? Because that actually is the gift here, that you actually can change these things. You can actually make changes in your life. And that's actually a huge one right there, is even beginning with even attracting what you believe, attract in your life what you believe. If you have any beliefs at the subconscious level, and that means you're not even conscious of it yet, you can become conscious of it by asking some key questions and connecting into your heart. And how amazing is that? Yes. And you get supportive tools like we'll be talking about Psyche. Psyche is an amazingly fast and effective tool to help you do exactly this. And there's also other things. My friend and I are creating or bringing in new material from the spirit world that we'll be launching most likely in December called Your Sacred Way. So there's aspects. You'll find what works for you. There's many stepping stones like breath work, plant medicines, sound therapies, even therapies, counseling. Start some movement, get something going here. And then actually when you come to Psyche, then you'll be like, woohoo, ready to take off, which we're thrilled with and excited about. So if there are aspects where you do feel stuck within yourself, those are the pieces that we're going to be talking about here, or you feel frustrated about. So if you get a piece of paper out, and we love, even after this talk, set yourself some time on the front side of the paper, the first page, write in there what you would like to attract. So this is what I'd like to attract in my life. Okay. Woo, attraction, positive attraction. You can put that on that page and connect into your heart and connect into your heart's desires, and then let yourself create your new way. We can call them goals. We can call them your new way. And let yourself even get a picture of it, get a vision of it or a feeling of it. Can you sense it? And what you can literally do is close your eyes and actually let yourself go to that timeline. There are infinite timelines already created, and including the one that you're about ready to create for yourself. Yes. And then you get to do that. Let yourself dream. And you may even want to get with a group of friends. You can even get with a group of friends and do this as an activity together. Because actually when you have two or more together, the energy even enhances even more. So you can get 2 or 3 friends together and say, hey, you know what, let's write down, what do I desire in my life moving forward? Okay. So these are the things that what else would you like to experience in your life? What more would you love to experience and expand? What would you love to create? What would you love to have? How would you like to be in a new way? These are questions you can ask yourself. And then just flow and write them down. And you can even draw pictures if you want to draw pictures. That's actually helpful too. If you're like artistic or you just like to draw pictures, get another folder out and start drawing maybe some of the things that you see, you can visualize, you can see, you can sense, you get to create. So first, begin with allowing yourself to dream again, allowing yourself to attract what you are desiring, because that's going to be and that's going to be your fuel for the pieces that you're going to be like activating within you and connecting in within you, so that you can actually magnetize. You can attract that into your life. The positive beliefs, the positive ways of being. So first, come up with what you really want and how you want to be and how you'd like to experience. Okay, yay! So that's your first page. All right, the second page, we're going to have you write down actually all of your good qualities and all of the positive experiences you've had in your life. So we're going to be focused on the positive here. And what have you attracted so far that has been pretty darn good, okay? Please look at the good stuff you've been doing. Absolutely. Do you have any good positive relationships? Which ones are they? Who are they? And which ones are they? Okay. Yay. Have you done good things like maybe in your workplace or your business or your career or your vocation? Boom. Okay. Where have you volunteered or made a difference in somebody's life? Whose life have you made a difference to? Maybe you even write their names down. Say, yeah, I did have I did offer a positive influence in like your children. It could be a spouse. It could be other relationships you've had, family members, friends, neighbors, even a stranger, things like that. Put down all the things that you have done. If you actually really did that, you will probably be pretty amazed about how cool you really are. And actually, wow, you actually are a divine being here that is helping, making a difference, and that you have amazing gifts and unique qualities. And the next, yes, write down, because this is helping you wake up to know and to recognize that you actually have already attracted a whole bunch of stuff that's prepping you for this time that you're going to expand in a whole new way, even more expansive way. Okay. So write down, your gifts. Where do you think, hey, where am I kind of, say an expert with, but something you're really, really good at? What are you really good at? What becomes natural to do? Natural to you? What do you love doing? What ignites you? What excites you? Wow, if I could do this for the rest of my life, that would be flippin' awesome. I would love it. You can even feel it in your body. Does it help you expand? Does it help you feel like, wow, this is so good, so awesome? Yes. That's it. Then write that down. We're going to have you capture all of this. All right, so you got 2 pages here. Ones are your dreams, what you want to create, what you're going to create in the future, the becoming. And the second one is where your gifts are, where your talents are, where's your niche? What is your real gifts here? Because once you do have proof about this, you'll be like, what? And the awareness that you have the personal power within you to make changes in your life so you can attract the positive things in your life and be done with the negative aspects that you're done with attracting. And that's the key here, is doing both here. It's similar to, I do drive a stick. I love my little GTI stick of a car. And with a stick, right, you're going to have to put it into gear. So there is going to be a piece, and that's what we're going to be helping you with, is to focus in of what you really want, or what your heart's desiring, or how you would like things to be, what you would love to attract in your life. Get very clear about that, because the more you are clear and real about it, the easier it'll be for you and your subconscious and your superconscious and your amazing consciousness to actually begin to attract this into your life. So that's like your gas pedal. So you're going to get very clear of what you really want, and get clear of what you want to become, and then how you would love to co-create here and attract the expansiveness, the positiveness of having a great life, having more love, more joy, more peace, harmony, living in the flow, things like that. Okay. And then in order to do that, it's like having a stick for a car. One, put it in gear, because you want to make sure you know you're going in the exact direction. Like, you have to start in first gear. You do. When the car is stopped, you actually have to start with the first gear. You can't be going up to the third or the fifth. The car won't work. And we'll do that a lot in our lives. We'll jump way ahead thinking, yes, that's what we're going to do. No. Start from the beginning. Let yourself stop. Like you're doing. You already wrote the 2 pages. The first page is what your dreams are and what you want to create, and how you'd like to become, what you would love to fully attract. And you, on the second page, you wrote, what you're good at, what you have already attracted, what you've already done. This is all the prep work you've done up until this point, which is flipping awesome. And then what are your gifts? What would you love to share with the world? Because you want to have that excitement, that igniting pieces that you of course want to do this. That becomes the flow energy. Okay. And then we are going to talk about 2 more pages, but with this analogy with a stick car, is it, in order to get started, because this is a new change for you, a new change for a lot of us. We're going to be doing things in a new way, and that's getting in your heart. So connecting with what you really want, letting that gas go. And as you do, you're going to release the clutch, which means you're going to release the resistance. Let go of the blocks, the roadblocks that are blocking you from being able to go, because you literally have to release that. You do have to release that, and we'll be talking more about that. And that is equally important in order for you to move forward. You actually have to release in order to go. Oh, isn't that cool? Yes, you do. And you can actually do it at the same time with what you do with driving a car stick. You actually do it at the same time. As you give the gas, you release what was keeping you in that stopped position, or stuck position, or just not changing yet position. Okay. Yeah, because that's how we move forward. There you go. So we're going to thank those cards that have sticks that are showing us this. All right. So you have the 2 positive pages, the 2 enhancing, the positive attraction, the yes, this is it. This is how I want these things in my life. Now go ahead and get real, okay? Because we're going to be talking about those roadblocks, those parts. All right, what's stopping me from already living in that way right now? One is if you don't have the beliefs about those, then they ain't going to happen. It isn't going to happen. You actually have to insert the subconscious beliefs in order for those things to come true. So that's a big piece that you can work with the Psyche facilitator with, and or you can come to one of my workshops and I can teach you how to do this for yourself, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, we'll talk at the end of the show here how you would love to learn that and get this very fast changing, powerful transformational tool for yourself. So you can do for now, you can at least do the prep stuff, which is awesome. And then, hey, if you find other ways to have this work for you, that's fantastic, because there are lots of ways, that's for sure. Just Psyche is just a very fast, effective way. It's nice to have very effective tools, kind of like the men, like you could saw like a piece of wood, or you can just get the chainsaw and you get it really quick. So Psyche is kind of like the chainsaw. Let's just do it quicker, especially because we're in fast changing times right now. And why not? Why not have a tool that works really awesome that you can use, right? Great question to offer for yourself. So the 3rd page, what we want you to do, and definitely open up time for this, for each of these things to do, making sure you can even have a little sacred spot, put a nice candle on, have some essential oils, have yourself wrapped up in a nice, beautiful blanket, get comfortable, nice little hot tea or something to drink. And then ask yourself, okay, all right, what is blocking me from having those things? Where am I blocking myself from having those things? And then you're going to start diving into the beliefs, the limiting beliefs that you might still be operating in or running in that is preventing that. And how you can do that is by noticing what you don't like in your life. What is frustrating you, challenging you in a negative way, and where you feel limited or you don't feel. For many of us, we got embodied with beliefs like I'm not good enough, or there's something wrong with me, or I can't do that. That's a real strong limitation. Check in with yourself with that. Did you hear that growing up? Are things in your life showing you that right now? Because if they're showing you right now, that's what you are attracting. You're attracting what you believe. And the gift here is you get to identify what those are and make changes with them. So whatever you're attracting, it's actually all here for you. That's a huge one for you to make sure that your subconscious believes. If you have any aspect of yourself that's still running some victim energy, like blaming others, blaming yourself, self-sabotaging yourself, being very critical and judgmental with yourself, that those are all indicators too of the limitations of you being able to track all the things that you would love to experience in your life. Those are exactly things that you get to change with using Psyche, which is been awesome. In fact, I just had some clients this week that have made massive, beautiful changes. A couple of the ladies were related with relationships. Exactly. And a lot had to do with how they were raised. And they did share, what had happened with their dynamics with their mom and their dad. And this does greatly affect us. The things our parents said, the things that they did, the things that we saw, the things that we interpreted. And the gift here is it doesn't matter what you experience. It's okay. Whatever you went through is what you went through. It was purposeful. The gift is you get to use it. You get to actually use those pieces, especially the things you didn't like, and make changes within yourself. So you will need to be okay with making changes. That's the courage and the willingness. You do have to have a bit of courage and willingness and a decision, knowing that it's the right time to say, yeah, I am going to make some changes here. I am going to make some changes. So it is important to identify what those changes are that you're ready to make, because you actually have the answers within you. Your life is showing it to you. You are attracting what you believe, so it's going to show you the stuff. If you're in, you can call it a rut, or just being stuck, or you're just having a hard time right now, it's actually here for you. It's actually here to assist you. If you can just imagine, stop, take some breaths, calm your nervous system down. If you can breathe in, hold your breath, breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 8 seconds, you'll calm your nervous system down, and do that 3 to 4 to 5 times. And you'll be amazed if you can allow yourself to become a witness to what's happening, and just let yourself just say, hey, I can notice this stuff. I can pay attention to this. And it all is in your readiness for change. When you are ready to make the positive changes within you to attract the positive things and to upgrade your beliefs so that you naturally get to live more in the flow, more in the love and the peace and the harmony that you actually are at the highest level of you, then yeah, it does become easier. It's that first step, being in first gear, to pull out that clutch and press the gas, and to do it at the exact timing and right the way that you can flow forward. Okay, everyone's going to do it in their own unique way. You get to do it in the way that works for you. So identify those things. What is blocking you, frustrating you, challenging you? It could be in relationships. That's what I'm working a lot with clients right now. It could be in health. I'm working with clients also that have health issues that are waking them up, having to go have surgery, having to go deal with major things. That will definitely wake you up. It could be finances. That the lack, scarcity beliefs that many of us received growing up, was strong in the 20th century. And the gift is you get to release that. You get to pull it out, pull that clutch out, release it, let go of any beliefs that you have to live in lack and scarcity, because you don't have to live like that anymore. No, you get to attract in abundance, attract in your heart's desires, and know that there's more than enough for you here. You get more than enough to receive. There's pieces here working with your masculine and feminine parts of you that are also important to do too, because whether you're a man or woman, you still have masculine and feminine qualities within you. The left side of your body is the feminine side. The right side of the body is your masculine side. How amazing is that? And the two are meant to work together, because it would be kind of funny if we looked really different on one side and really different on the other, right? We don't. We look pretty much the same on both sides of us, don't we? So they actually are beautiful complements for each other. Your masculine and feminine sides of you. But many of us were so programmed in the masculine way to be, because it was with survival that we had to protect ourselves and provide for ourselves out of that fear of scarcity or lack. And then the fears that this world was dangerous or wasn't safe here. The gift is that now we are in a beautiful time, 2024, and for the next 1,000 years, that we'll be moving into we are in the Aquarian age, and it's going to fully expand, especially come November, mid-November on. Woohoo! These next times are going to be flipping awesome. That the feminine gets to equalize within our own self now, and know that she's equal, she's valued, honored, deeply loved, and then the feminine is going to begin to lead, and the masculine gets to be that great supporter, where the women's always been like kind of the supporter role. Now the masculine gets to be the supporter role. So that's kind of shifting a little bit, right? Let the feminine within us lead, which is going to offer for us more collaboration, more unity, more living in peace and flow and working together, working with Mother Nature in harmony, instead of the old ways was more competitive and control and conquering and all of those harsher, and that life is hard and difficult and you just got to gut it out there and you got to force things to happen. You got to make things to happen. No, not anymore. We're actually being called to surrender, to allow, to connect in within you, to discover who you are within yourself and go live from your heart's desires. It's a whole different way of living here now. And the gift is it's so beautiful because it's our natural state that we're meant to be. And that's what we're rising back into is into your natural way, which is going to mean you'll be able to attract more positive things for yourself, which is a huge gift that you'll be able to do. So far, let's say you have your first sheet of paper of your dreams, your goals, what you would love to create, what you would love to experience. What would you love to attract in your life that you're not attracting yet, or enhance it in an even more expansive way. And then the second page is writing down all the things you've already done to attract good things. What good things have you done or accomplished? What are your gifts? What are your strengths? What are you excellent at that you can use? What are you natural? What excites you? What ignites you? And then the third page is getting real. So that's the part of what is blocking you, challenging you, limiting you, frustrating you? Or feeling, but I just can't. And then those are the things that you're going to be able to dive into of where those limiting beliefs are, of discovering, what are those limiting beliefs that are attracting those limiting things that are blocking you from the things you would really love to have. Yes. So now the fourth page at the top, put I am done with. I am done with. And then you're going to write what you're done with. So on that page 3 of the things that you're in there, what are you done with those with, right? I am done with lack and scarcity, right? I am done with being with somebody who is not emotionally available for me, right? I am done with having life be hard and a struggle. I am done with living in fear of the unknown. Write what you're done with, because you have a right to identify what you're done with. What are you done with? What would you love to be done with? Because this is actually very powerful to do too, because now what you're using is those roadblocks that might be blocking you. Oh, that I can't, or that this is too hard, or it's impossible, or who am I? Who am I to say that I can do this, or blah, blah, blah. Any of those thoughts or beliefs or ideas that you have, you get to identify what those are and then say, I'm done with being in that way. You get to leave the battlefield and come to the playground. Okay. Yay. Which means when you're saying I'm done with it, you're releasing, you're letting go, like we talked about with the clutch. Let it go as you move forward with the first 2 pages. Okay. Yay. Because the last 2 pages do greatly help assist the front 2 pages. And that's the gift here, is that we agree to live in contrast. We agree to have things be challenging and difficult and have really painful, suffering experiences. A lot of us have had at least some of those in our lives. Some have had way more than others, that's for sure. But whatever ones you've had, even if you've only had a few, you still had them, and then they affect you. The gift is you don't have to have them affect you anymore. You actually can use them. You actually can have a new viewpoint of them and welcome them back into your life. Actually say, thank you for showing up, because now I get to master this, right? Become more resilient. Maybe it's through forgiveness, letting go, remembering who you are, deciding you have the power to choose what you want to do for your highest good, putting yourself first. Many of us didn't do that. We became selfless and always overgave and became codependent and people pleasing. I know I sure did many of those things. And how nice that I get to identify, what those are and shift it and say, how would I rather be? Right? And then that's actually we're going to add a 5th page. There you go. The 5th page will be, yay, you're going to put it all together and you're going to come up with how you want your life to be and put it in the present tense so that, and you're included in it. So say I or me or my in there, have you in there, have it be with your full essence from your full heart of how you really, really want things to be. Okay. Those are actually, we call them goal statements with Psyche, and other ways you can call them the way. This is your new way with how you want to be. So now for most people in life, they work at the conscious level, which can take a lot longer because you have to do a lot of repetition for your subconscious mind. There are ways that you can do that. And even it's great when people can meditate and have that quiet time, definitely have time in nature, have reflective time. These are all important pieces. It's just the key is making these changes. So when you say I'm done with them, that is huge. That now you're putting your foot down. Now you're standing up in your personal power. You're activating your personal power. Say, yes, I am done with that. And then how do I want it to be my new way? Boom, that first page. This is how I want it to be now. So I'm choosing to let those things go. And if they still are stuck or there might be, it might be serving in some way. So you can even help yourself with that. Well, what am I afraid of if I actually let go of this? Then you can come up with what that is, because that's actually super huge for you to be able to recognize what that is too. And can you allow yourself to trust, allow yourself to grow in your faith? This is a bit of surrender and allowing, and it absolutely is a spiritual gateway for you to connect with your spirit part of you. The spirit part of you is your most mighty, mighty, powerful part of you. It's your love. It's your full essence, your connection with divinity and all. You are an eternal being here having this human experience. This human experience, awesome. You're here. You're right now. This is it. This is your life here right now. Whew, with that. But guess what? You are a divine, radiant light being that happens to have this physical body. So when you can have that new angle come in, allow yourself to attract in your life from this part of you, from the I am presence of you, from the pure love and light that you are. And you can even offer more time with yourself with that, like connect with that part of you. Let yourself feel that part of you and ask that part of you, what can I do in my life, or what can I stop doing that isn't supporting me right now, and what can I start doing? We do have to make new changes. That's one thing you can rely on life, is that there's going to be change because we live on earth here to experience new things. If it was the same old thing all the time, it would get quite boring. That's for sure. Yeah, what would be the point, right? We are meant to experience things, and so are you. And the gift comes in is when you can become proactive. So would you love to be proactive in your approach, which means anytime you start seeing, ooh, these are little glitches happening, there's a little things starting to come my way. This had this experience that I don't like. What's going on? The gift is catch it, notice it, recognize it, and say, all right. And you can even thank it. If you can lift yourself up into gratitude, say, thank you for showing up, because I'm going to do something about this. I am done with that old way of showing up here. And then boom, move forward. So I just had this recent experience, kind of interesting. I'll offer this because I attracted it, right? I attract what I believe, right? So this will be a great one. Like, okay, so what did I believe that had me attract this? Okay, so I'm single now. I'm not dating anybody, and I had, people like to connect with other people. Men like to, reach out to women on like social media. So I got a guy that's reached out on Facebook with me on iMessenger, and he acted like and said he's Keanu Reeves, right? Okay, this is funny, right? Okay, yeah, like you're really Keanu Reeves, like the movie star. This is hilarious, right? Well, what am I attracting this into my life for? Well, I did. And he wanted to private message me on Telegram, says he's just, wants to have a simple life and just connect with probably just normal people, right? So I texted with this guy, whoever he was, for this whole week, right? Hilarious. And on a good note, which was kind of cute, because I actually did enjoy oh, good morning, babe. And here he's calling me babe and sweetheart. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't even met you. I doubt you're Keanu Reeves, but hey, maybe, anything is possible, that is for sure, but that wasn't the case here at all. So and I even called out with him, and I said, hey, how do I even know you're Keanu Reeves? Just because you say you are. So he makes a video for me. So I don't know how he did it, because he even said my name and everything in the video. But however they did that, and even a voice message that literally was Keanu Reeves' voice. So, but I guess with technology now, they can do just about anything. But at the end of this, after about a week, because of course he tried calling me my woman, and so the gift is during this process, what I was able to do is, well, okay, one, why am I attracting this into my life? What is this here for me for? This is here for me for something, right? And I want to turn it into the positive so I can attract, good new things, what I'm really desiring. What am I really desiring right now? So the gift was, the good parts I liked. I love connection. I love connection. And actually, my truth is that it brought to me, and it has to be real. It has to be someone who really is interested in me and I'm interested in them. It goes, connection with that, right? Where this was all fake and made up. Because at the end of it, this guy, of course, sent me to his team for him to meet me, because he says, oh, I want you to be my woman. It was all this within a week. And then he sends me to this team on another Telegram channel that says, oh, for $5,500, you can meet Keanu Reeves. I'm like, oh my gosh. So they're here to get money from people. How interesting is this? So I replied back to him, you're a fraud and you need help. And I blocked him. So the gift is what I was attracting for myself is, how do I handle situations like this, right? And it's making me very clear with social media that I am in zero interest of even connecting with anyone in that way, unless it's actually real. I have to know that it's real, meaning I see them, I talk to them, it's real, and then I have a heart connection and they have a heart connection with me. So it's teaching me so much stuff. So, and it actually allowed me to realize that I was putting a lot of time into this, so the texting back and forth and this, that we do invest time into people, into energy. So it helped me realize that my energy and my time is very valuable, and I don't need to do that or put that in there, especially when it's even fake, right? Like that. So it brought all those good pieces for me too. So I'm actually very grateful for the experience, and I did love the connection. I loved he was love bombing me throughout the whole week. So I kind of did appreciate that. It's just, I would love to have it be for real. Hello. It has to be genuine. It has to be real. It has to be. So whatever experience you're going through, this is here for you. This is definitely here for you. And I'm glad that it ended. It ended within the week. It's all done. And then now, actually, I did clean up my own responses on social media. So it's teaching me a lot about that, because I didn't have a whole lot of boundaries. I was too open or too much of wanting to connect, where now it's like bringing back to balance that, no, I don't need to be all open like that. And then I'm allowing myself to attract trusting, when it's divine timing, when it's the right time, I know I'll meet, my life partner that I'm meant to share my life with when that time comes. And I'm finding that I'm enjoying my own time. It allowed me, that whole experience allowed me to say, wow, I really do enjoy my time in nature, my time, for myself. I'm creating new material, my time for putting into that, my energy in there. So all of these attractive pieces that we bring in, even if it seems kind of yucky or crappy or, oh my gosh, these people that are trying to scam or trying to get money, you can use anything for good, and you can change it, and you can gift yourself by growing through any experience. You can learn and grow, and you can develop and connect into your true essence of who you are with any experience that you have. Yeah. And one key thing is asking key questions, and then in checking in, how does this feel? Does this feel right? It didn't really feel right. It definitely felt a little wonky, but there were parts of it I liked because I like connection, see? And that's the pieces, even with me, that I needed more boundaries with, and more of just a knowingness and a tenderness to just say, yeah, no, so the gift is that I've created a new reality for myself where those things are done. I'm done with anything like that, with any interactions with men like that from now on. And then what it is, I use Psyche as a tool where we call it balancing. I reprogrammed my subconscious mind within me that I only connect with men, that are real and that want to have a true relationship with me. And good friends. I have great good friends that are men, which is awesome. And then when it's that one partner that I would love to share my life with, and I'll know and he'll know. And so it really helped groom me in lots of ways, even though it was kind of a weird, wonky experience. So I do have to offer, I know, especially for myself, this has definitely been weird, unexplained things happening to me this year especially. And I can laugh about it now, because before I would be like, oh, what's wrong with me? Or I've done something wrong. No, not at all. It's just experiences, and everything is here for us. So how cool when we can open up and welcome to embrace that. Yeah, so the proof is that your reality that you created is based on the beliefs that you have embodied throughout your life. And that is what you're going to attract in your life, for your experiences, what you create, who you become, all of those pieces. And if some of it's funky, or some of the things that you don't like that are frustrating you, challenging you, blocking you, you get to shift it into fun, which means you get to shift it into a playground. You get to stop it. Say, no, I'm done with that, by recognizing it and by upgrading your subconscious mind. That's one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself. And then you can start attracting the things that you do want. Absolutely. So in order to do this, we recommend, first thing is set your positive intentions. So get a piece of paper out like you did that first page. What is it that you really want to be attracting into your life? What is it that you would really love your heart's desires in? Okay. And then the second thing is focus in on these positive. Put your attention there instead of what you don't want, because many of us will get pulled into what they don't want, or the fear, because it really comes down to energy. Are you going to be focusing and vibrating in love, or are you going to vibrate in fear? Let go of the fear. Pull off of that clutch. Press down into the love. Be the love of who you are by focusing in on the positive things that you're looking for, and allow yourself to upgrade yourself with the beliefs that, yes, I can have that. I am worthy of this. I deserve this. I welcome this. I openly open my heart. I receive this. I'm willing to change to have these things happen. There are key pieces that your subconscious mind does have to have in order for you to actually experience these positive things. The next is eliminate any distractions that you have, anything that's pulling you down. So that's what those last 2 pages are about, is that, what is blocking you, limiting you, frustrating you, those limiting parts. And then the gift is you get to stand and say, yeah, I'm done with those. You get to have the courage and the willingness to say, yeah, I'm done with those, and I'm willing to make the new changes. And if you are open and ready to come learn Psyche, it's one of the best things you can do, or at least start with a private session with Psyche, because that can also offer you getting the help that you need until you're ready to learn this for yourself. And then surrender the need to control things. We have that controlling mechanism within us. It's a survival mechanism of rigidness, of having to control. And that's just out of survival or fear. If you can just say to yourself, I'm willing to surrender that, and I'm willing to allow, I'm willing to flow, I'm willing to open and trust, connect into your heart instead of getting worried up here and trying to control things up here in your mind. Connect into your heart, into your body. And then that's where you're going to access the gateways of what you really would like to have. And even as difficult or hard as some of the things you've gone through, would you like really, really love to be like, let's say healthy if you've been sick? Would you really have a very loving relationship if you had some really difficult, tough ones? Would you really love to be living in abundance and flow and having more than you can ever imagine and living in a life of ease and fun instead of things being hard, difficult, lack scarcity? We are shifting, and it's all here for you. It's all here for you. It's all a matter of you when you're ready, and are you willing to? So it's yes, say I will and I can, and that you have the courage and the willingness to do it. And all that means is you're just making a decision. And you say, yes, you know what? I'm going to make a choice. I'm going to do that. So if you would love to reach out to me, you can go to my website, igniteandhealyourlife.com. That's igniteandhealyourlife.com. igniteandhealyourlife.com. You can click on services for private sessions where you can work one-on-one with me, or you can check my upcoming workshops for the workshops that we're having. I am having one in Indiana this weekend, so you'd have to register today or tomorrow. And then I'm offering online workshops in December, in November, actually, November, December, and January. So you can check the dates on those, where you can actually learn from the comforts of your home, the tool of making these changes and upgrading your subconscious mind. So this is here for you. Everything is here for you. You have all the supports that you could ever imagine. It's just your willingness to one, believe that you have, that this is here for you. Allow that to come and attract into you, and let yourself fall in love with your own self. Let yourself rise in the love of yourself, and knowing that you are here for a very important reason and you're very necessary here. So we're grateful for you. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful journey that we all are on here. And I look forward if you reach out. If you go to my website, igniteandhealyourlife.com, you can even hit contact us. You can send me an email, and then we can even correspond that way too. And you can eventually get my phone number for texting if you. We can set up a call to talk in case you have any questions. I'm here for you. All right, you have a beautiful day. This has been absolutely wonderful, and you attract what you believe, and the proof is in your life. And may you attract all the good that you are and that you would love to experience. Have a beautiful day. Aho.